Saints Academy, 1-1 so far in this NECC preseason. Alabama Huntsville sitting at a calm, clean, cool 2-0 right now. So now under game one, 15 seconds in, things are kicked off here.
Yeah, things, typical start to a Rocket League game. Both teams just feeling each other out here. And in terms of Alabama here, we got a quick goal coming from NECC. Speaking of, wow. See, this is this is why we got to get into these Rocket League games quick, because they always love to hit us with these super quick goals. Great one from NECC there, able to catch it with the tip of his car there. That's going to give them a nice little lead going into this game, but 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Got to see how Alabama can bounce back here, but as I was trying to get into, going into the roster, we've got Taka, X, and Skates here from University of Alabama. Personally, I think we've seen some of these players before, but
yeah, I don't believe so. And then obviously for the Saints, we saw, the two veterans getting there for the hookup on the goal. Raman setting up NECC for a great little touch there off the front tire. Now, once again, Saints deep in the offensive zone. Alabama trying to find some way to clear it out. Maybe a miscommunication by the Saints. Their descent getting bumped off the ball there. Ball will be chipped up toward the middle area now. Going to be chipped up by NECC. Skates coming in, trying to get the shot off, and not able to find anything super clean. So ball's going to be hung up for a second here. Alabama trying to gain possession. Not really too great of a job by Taka. Now Raman should be there to try to clear this one out.
Well, Raman's found himself a bit of a breakaway here, and it was actually Taka or Skates who was knocked off there. Taka, he's going to be clearing it out into this corner, but a quick demo onto Raman means Alabama's got some priority here in this game, and there's the goal from X as he's going to even it up here. 3 minutes and 40 left. So much more Rocket League to be played, but once again, a great little pass there. It seems like just opened up. Descent wasn't really prepared for that defense there.
Yeah, and I know NECC tried to get the ball on the other end there. I think he just ran out of boost before he had the chance to get a tip on it. So now it was pretty much a wide open breakaway for Alabama, and then no mistakes to be made. Goal going to be buried there by X. Now evened up at 1-1, just a minute and a half through the game. Both teams now a little bit of familiarity. You got the ball back and forth, couple good volleys here. Now you've seen a goal going for both sides. So now, if you're saying, Claire, what you've seen so far, what do you think they should try to do to maybe get Alabama off their game, or to try to set up another goal here to take this lead?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely the overcommitment there was the big one, right? We, like you said, NECC didn't have the boost to really rally back. So when you end up, with Raman demoed like that, you just really don't have the time to get back. And then when you've got two players coming in on you on offense, it's just almost like a little mix-up there as you're trying to save. And University of Alabama, they found the pass, they found the tip in, but a lot of offensive pressure here from the Saints as one's coming in high from NECC, and he's able to find it, bringing themselves the lead once again.
Yeah, great job by the Saints. They're going to play that two-man game across the slot. Good little shot, goes wide right, but NECC's going to be there for the follow. I think it was Descent on the assist, so the young gun getting involved there, and NECC's going to be there to bury it for the second of the game. And now St. Clair, nice little 2-1 lead, just 2:50 left in the ball game here.
Yeah. Saw, it's a good hustle from Alabama there, Taka. We saw him fly through trying to contest that ball, but it just flew right past him, and NECC was able to find that angle. Sent with a nice little save there. As he cleared from Skates, comes in, but it's NECC with the save. Ball looked a little wide to begin with, but NECC is there for a little bit of security as well. Oh, there it is. The breakaway coming in, and Raman just letting it roll with him as he's going to take that lead to now 2 goals up for the Saints.
And if you're the Saints, that does not get any better for you, and you do not have a bigger smile on your face. When you see the ball going the other way, 2 orange cars and that blue net wide open and vacant, you're just licking your chops going, okay, boys, now pretty much free goal. Just don't screw it up at this point. And obviously, no mistakes made. Saints do find the 3rd goal. Now taking a 2-goal lead just about halfway through the game now. So gone a little bit of ways in here. Now the Saints trying to set up another goal. Going to go deep on the shot there, but going to get kicked wide to the right. Raman is going to find the demo on Skates, so ball should hang mid for a hot second here. X is going to be there for the play. Now going to be followed up by NECC. Going to hit it back toward the Saints corner. Maybe try to find a teammate here. He will. And the Saints will just go for the clear to start.
Yeah, Raman in the corner here. It's actually Raman and Descent on the offense this time. A little different, but triple commit from the Saints as well. This could be risky, but they've been able to keep good control of the ball and not allow Huntsville to just clear it out and grab that breakaway. So it's going to be Taka and Descent, or Taka and Raman now battling for it in the corner, but X comes flying in with the clear. Descent meeting it high, sending it back over to Raman in the corner, but Taka's able to take it. But I love these contests from Descent. He's playing very aggressive defense, and it looks great here. Skates just barely missing the ball. A great setup by Taka, but sometimes they just don't work out. Ramen trying to keep it in the blue zone as much as possible, as it's really just a time game now. That's all you need to play. Great save there from NECC, stopping X's shot as he tries to tap it in there. Once again, coming high. Taka, can he save it? The double tap from Ramen. He's able to find it. That's a 3-goal lead now for the Saints Academy. This is what we love to see here in, when you're coming into preseason. Like I said, just come in swinging, start off this triple header strong tonight.
Yeah, and say that hurts really, really bad, how fast things can swing. I think Skates, I wouldn't call it a free goal, but they had a very, very, very good chance at scoring, and he just wasn't able to get the touch. And then back the other way, Ramen, a little bit of a self-alley off the backboard, going to hammer that one home. And just like that, as you said, the lead now increased to 4-1, and now we're in the waning seconds of the game as well. Only 58 seconds to play. The Saints, they've clearly increased their lead. The ball control, as you said earlier, has been the story of the game for me. The team that has had possession and created these multitude of chances, whether it's off the rebound, getting the double touches off the backboards, they have been finding the success so far in Alabama. They're going to need to find a whole lot of success if they want to claw this one back.
Yeah, and all props to Descent on this defense as well. He's been great with just straight up contesting the ball as these clears are trying to come in, and just like you've been saying, make that ball spend as much time midfield as possible. Right? Keep it out of Saints zone. Just don't let UAH even get a chance of trying to make this comeback here. And, that's what they're doing. We're seeing them shoot it deep into these corners, keeping it mid. And the side of Alabama just no time for defense there. It's Descent gonna find the goal there with an assist from Ramen as well. Beautiful play there now. 4-goal lead, 15 seconds up. First game, gonna go over to the Saints. Yeah, see all three members getting involved there, getting a little tic-tac-toe in front of the net there. Every member, I think, has a goal in this game, so all three members of the team and academy getting involved, getting things done, being where they need to be. We haven't really seen any missed rotations or blown assignments so far, so that's a really, really good sign out of a team that maybe hasn't had that much time together. NECC is going to try to find one more off the ceiling, but Skates will be there to dig that one out, and this should end up being a 5-1 final for Saints Academy in game 1 of this NECC preseason, but another shot on net, Taka denies, and the ball should surely touch in a moment here. We'll have a little bit of back and forth until it's over. Yeah, for sure. And there it is. Saints taking that first game pretty dominantly. It was very even for about 2 minutes there. Yeah. And the second they found that strategy that worked against Alabama, they took it and ran. Yeah, that was just such a good job for them to... Yeah, say the first 2 minutes is almost like the feeling out process. You get a goal, you kind of get a goal back on you, then Alabama gets an easy goal, or say the Saints kind of get that freebie goal on the breakaway to kind of extend the lead, and then once from there, they kind of think like they got a handle on things, they kind of knew what to expect, and they were just there to make every single play at the right time, and all three members doing such a good job in all phases of the game. Yeah, and we're going to be getting right back into this, but... Yeah, coming in, just the amount of shots and the ball control was the key one there, right? The amount of time where Alabama was just forced to just shoot a wide clear and give it right back into Saints possession because of just the pressure they're putting into these corners. Typically, when a ball is shot into your corner, right, it's yours to grab back, but Saints are just going in and attacking and fighting it out in these corners and getting these great contestations. And, when two cars hit that ball and it just sends flying into the air, it's anyone's ball at that point, and it's almost like a reset of possession. Yeah, for any of the hockey people, the good old-fashioned, dump and chase. Just get it into the enemy team's corner and then either try to find something over the middle, or in Rocket League, you can try to go over the backboard. You can go cross corner to cross corner. You can try to find someone coming through the middle on an aerial, or try to get a pinch, as you said. Try to find, like we saw the Saints a couple times, they drive like neck and neck, almost like they're racing, and then just at the last second, someone will cut and just try to get that quick pinch to send the ball flying toward the net. Really, really hard to save if you're not ready for it, especially if you have a 2-on-1 or you have a man advantage in the zone. So really, really good job to keep ball control, dig it out of the corners, find those good chances, and they had a couple stylish goals as well. The skill was there as well. Yeah, the skill was there. The instinct to grab those rebounds from Ramen as well. Ramen was great. He found a goal off of one of them as well, cementing that lead even further. But now we're going to be getting into game 2, and we'll see if they're going to start this off as explosive as last time, or if UAH almost taking one there. But like we said, those amazing contestations in the air, just sending it back into midfield, as X actually going to lose the ball to Ramen here. Descent with a demo as well. So this is going to be set up perfectly midfield, but great save there from, I believe it was Skates. Yeah, a little bit of a spicy start for the Saints. A little close to getting a 2-on-1 there, but Skates, really good job just, hanging in there, not feeling the pressure, just being like, I know I got support coming, just hang in the slot, try to break up that pass, break that thing up, and kick it back the other way. And now, a little bit of back and forth. The net is going to be wide open, though. NECC won't get there in time. He actually does get there in time. It goes off the crossbar. Ball gets kicked out. Now Ramen going to try to find the clear, and the Saints get away with one there, but NECC with a great job to keep this thing at zeros.
Oh, and just like
wow.
that, back the other way from goalpost to goalpost, NECC gonna bury it out of his net and then bury it into Alabama's net as well. So the Saints finding every way to get it done. The counterattack too strong, and great touch by NECC off the backboard there.
Yeah, not only does that keep the Saints' momentum going, but that is a momentum destroyer for Alabama, right? You're so close, and NECC just gets it at that last second. He's able to take it all the way across the field and find the first goal for the Saints. Only less than a minute into just, absolute dominance on the field right now. As Ramen going to be sending it high, fought off by Skates. NECC sending it back out into the corner. Interesting one there. We'll see how he's going to play off of this. Once again, these battles in the corner have been really prominent this game, and it's Taka coming in from off screen to be able to find that second shot of the game, and he's finding his first goal here.
Ooh. Yeah, and I don't know if that was Ramen or Descent. That's not the touch you wanted off that back wall. You wanted to get a little bit more juice on it and maybe try to get an aerial or try to clear it toward the opposite corner, but just knocking it there a couple miles an hour right into the arms of Taka. Just no mistake about it. Just easily there to clean up the pieces. And now we've got a 1-1 drop, pretty similar to last game, although both goals came a little bit quicker in this game, I believe. So once again, both teams, a little bit of the feeling out process has been done, and now just got to try to find some way to find that hole in the defense. Find that look that you think you like a lot on the offensive end, and then try to capitalize on it.
Yeah, for sure. And NECC's going to be trying his best to clear it out of the zone here, and Skates almost taking it into his own net there, but he's going to take it into the corner. Up in the air from Descent. Coming down. Oh, Ramen.
Ooh,
he almost ran with it there
yeah.
once again, but look at the way they're just keeping this pressure going. When is it going to leave that blue side of the field? When is it going to leave Alabama's court here? Once again, in the crease, it's going to be saved by Skates, and NECC taking it long this time, but there's two Saints there on the defense and only one player from Alabama to try and make this work.
Yeah, really good job on the Saints there to pick up these demos, take Taka out of the play, take NECC out of the play, so even if the ball ends up in your zone and it gets dumped down there and they go to chase it, they're playing at a man disadvantage. They can't go for the setups they want. They can't look for those cross-court passes that they want. Everything kind of breaks apart in the offensive end, and you just kind of have to take a reset, and at that point, the Saints able to gain possession and then, try to go on the counter-attack here. Ramen trying to find something. We'll get denied there by Taka. Now, Descent going to be there to play it. NECC is going to be the first one to the ball. Now, NECC's going to try to find something off the ceiling, get a look for the clear. Not going to get the second touch, though. Ramen and NECC, a little bit of a mix-up there. Going to get the ball, though. Descent is going to clear it out. So, luckily for the Saints, no harm, no foul on the double commit, but ball back in possession of UAH.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to be running it down the midfield here as it's going to come high backboard, but it's contested, and NECC is not able to send it down into the net there. It's just going to bounce back off the backboard and into Ramen's hands here as he tries to take it down high, but it's Taka finding the demo and the contention there as it's going to be bringing it back into Saints zone.
NECC going to look to clear this one out, but going to be denied for the time being by Skates. Now Saints going to look for the breakout. Descent going to get that mid boost, going to be full up. Now going to try to find this pass off the ceiling. Just going to get a little bit of a touch on it, but nothing to really change the direction too heavily there. Now UAH going to try to clear it out here. Saints back into the offensive zone here. Going to try to find something in the corner. Looks like Ramen going to be there for the challenge. Maybe someone over the middle trying to find it. There goes NECC trying to find the angle, but a little bit too wide to do anything with it. Now second shot will come through. The Saints are all over the net right now, but UAH just holding firm in that back line, but still ball buried in UAH's zone. The Saints are creeping around the goal line, but just nothing able to break this tie just yet.
Yeah, a lot of shots coming out from the Saints, but not a lot of them actually hitting their mark here. Lots going wide, a few hitting the crossbar there, but Skates and Taka, we've seen this duo before be able to set up some good stuff, but it's actually going to be taken by the Saints. 3 Saints players now in this zone. Are they going to be able to make this commit? No, but it's Descent on the rally back here as he tries to play some defense here for the team, stall a little bit, but Skates sending it high in this battle for the corner. Descent going to be sending it back to Ramen there. NECC, some great offense, great pressure coming in, but a save from NECC is going to save them from a dire situation here in this last 40 seconds. Taka coming down from high as it's NECC trying to set it up in middle for one of his teammates, but the Saints just throwing their cars in the way, trying to make any contention possible, as now it's back into UAH's side.
Yeah, both teams do not want to give an inch in these last 30 seconds. We have seen such a closely contested game. Every single ball is either getting double committed by both teams or it's getting 50 or challenge. No ball is going uncontested. Now UAH going to try to find something on the outlet pass. Going to maybe find a second shot at the net here, but Descent is going to be there for the save. Kicks that one away. Now Taka trying to make a play. Going to go off the backboard. It will be denied for the Saints for the time being. NECC going to be there for the follow. Going to get the second touch. Once again, NECC going to come through and make the save. And now, just 3 seconds left. UAH is pressuring. Overtime on the horizon, and overtime we shall go in game 2. About to kick off right now, and the Saints looking to break this tie and win this game, but UAH looking to even the series at once.
Yeah, UAH, a great adjustment coming in from that first one as we see them just, they're giving some of the Saints' medicine back to them as they're just keeping this offensive pressure going. We saw that last 40 seconds there was basically just all Saints playing defense. Great from the Saints to be able to bring it into overtime now, but Saints, you got to find some quality shots of your own. You're finding a lot of time in Alabama's zone, but not enough great shots, not enough shots that are making Alabama sweat here.
Yeah, that's the only thing, too. Like you said, they're getting tons of chances,
Speaking
and
of
they'll
the
finally
shots.
get their good chance there, just as you were saying, Descent right across the middle. Beautiful pass to the slot by Rahman, and Descent going to be there to bang that one home for the Academy team, and just like that, overtime victory. Saints take a 2-0 lead in this NECC preseason series.
Yeah, great pass there, Descent finding that shot. That is 2-0. Saints looking to make this a 3-0 sweep, bring themselves to 2-1 in this preseason. They're looking for some good seeding during the season. Yeah,
and especially if coming off of a loss, you want to bounce back. You want to try to improve the things that you maybe went awry, or maybe that you realized, okay, these are like very glaring mistakes we made. We can correct these. We can get in the field. We can fix these. And now, great second game on the pitch, because UAH there, they definitely had a great comeback game. As you can see, the defense was stepped up immensely. Even though the Saints weren't getting the best quality looks, the sheer volume can sometimes be enough pressure to break teams on that back line. UAH did not falter the entire game, and then the Saints just able to, once that overtime switch hits, are able to just turn it on and go find that goal, and now looking to get the sweep here.
Yeah, for sure. So Saints coming back into this next game. I want to see them playing a little bit less defensive during this main game. I want to see them try and get some of these, try and get that same lead they found in the first game, because, Alabama was just stuck in their blue zone that entire game, and it truthfully just wasn't the same in that second game, and Alabama really rallied back with some offensive of their own. But this time, Saints trying to find another quick one off the backboard, but it's Skates who's going to take it out of Nitrix's hands.
And that seems to be how these games go. The first 2 minutes is like absolute chaos, almost like we're watching 4v4. Then there's like a minute and a half of a little bit of a lull where teams go, okay, we're going to settle in, let's be patient, try to find some good looks, go for these, these set plays, these playbook passes, and eventually then it's just, all right, throw the ball at the net as many times as possible. We will find a way to make this work. And just like that, UAH a little bit too deep in the net are the Saints, and X going to be there to roll that one over the goal line. So now UAH going to open things up in game 3.
Yeah, great shot here.
Nice
going
move.
In. Yeah, look at him. Descent inside the net, trying to get that, but he's too far back to be able to knock it out before it passes that plane. So he is going to find the goal in that. This is the first time we've seen UAH take the first goal, I believe.
Yeah, the first lead, I believe, of the series.
Yeah, it could possibly be a different story this game than what we've seen in the last few, but Saints know how good they are at just keeping this pressure going.
Great little second touch there. Actually going to be missed by, I believe it was Rahman. Ball going off the crossbar as well. Taka not able to bury that one. So Saints lucky to still just be down 1 goal. Now they're going to try to find the clear. A little bit Descent on the touch there. Now Skates going to be back to the plate. Will get contested by one of the Saints. The shot's going to go on net. Off the crossbar. Follow not able to be held there. And now once again UAH trying to clear this out of the blue zone. The Saints once again, they realize, hey, we got to get this goal back to this offensive game plan. Put the ball on net and just get as many shots as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And Rahman showing, how they're going to be able to do this. It's battling it out in the corners, and that's what they did in the first game. And I think that's what they fell off a bit doing in that second game, which is, why it ended up going to overtime like that, because they just weren't getting as down and dirty with these balls. They weren't getting their hands dirty there and just fighting it out for that possession.
Yeah, it's a gritty and chippy style to play out of the corners, but man, it's an absolutely vital part of Rocket League. The corners, you just used to set up so much, and just like that, great save by Descent on the goal line. Taka was there to knock that one in, but Descent just at the last minute going to shut the door, and Saints going to hold on to this 1 goal deficit so far. Got to try to get this ball, though. UAH has had a great job of just keeping the pressure on and keeping Saints on that back foot the entire game pretty much so far.
Yeah, so far, and now the time is ticking in Alabama's favor as well. We're about to hit 2:30 here halfway through the game, and it's only been a 1-goal game here. Taka, though, keeping these shots on net, found some great opportunities there, but it was Descent with those saves. As Nitrix finding himself with an open net here. This should be a goal, but Skates, he's got the boost available to save that for his team, keeping them in this game even longer, keeping their lead here, trying not to make it even here. The Saints once again find the ball in their zone, find themselves playing defense with this triple commit from UAH.
What?
Alabama's being robbed of goals right now. There's nothing else to say. Great saves from Descent earlier, but that one was just a great save from the post there, as sometimes the bounces just aren't in your favor. Brutal angle there. NECC trying his best to contest in the corner. Great little backflip there as he's able to almost bait that Alabama player into getting this possession. Ramen running with it on the ground, but X going to use some of his boost there to take that back.
Yeah, Saints right now just have to try to find a way to A, get the boost, A, stay out of their, or B, so two A's, B, stay out of their zone, and C, just find some way to start putting shots at that, because right now Alabama, they can play whatever offense they want because the Saints aren't threatening anything offensively. They're getting the ball to this midpoint, maybe to one of the corners, and then UAH just regains possession, and just like that, the two-man game gonna work. Ramen gonna be there for the pass, and NECC gonna be going up the underneath there, just able to get that steal off the goal line, off the save, and just bury that one home. Fantastic job there by NECC to get the read there. Taka, great job to get the initial save, but NECC, like we said, too good of a read there. And just like that, 3.5 minutes into game 3, Saints now evened up at ones.
Yeah, for sure. So far for this Saints Academy team, I'm really oh, no way that goes in. Descent, a great shot there over the top as it just sails in. Look at this, no contention. X tries to go through early, but once it's over you like that, you're too late. Nobody had the boost available to try and rally back for that. That's going to be the Saints taking back this lead from a 1-0 deficit, turning it into a 2-1 lead in about a minute there. Beautiful plays from that. And I was just about to say, I'm liking the NECC and Ramen offensive combo with Descent on defense. And right as I say that, Descent finds a perfect opening and just lobs that one in. So Ramen finding a demo for himself as well, as this could be another great opening here off the backboard. Ramen coming in, good angle there, but X getting his body in there to be able to save that one.
Yeah, tough angle to cut for Ramen there. UAH is going to challenge once more. Demo is going to come through on Ramen, so Taka trying to clear some space out. Now going to get flipped back. X going to try to make a play on it. Only 40 seconds left in game 3 here. UAH fighting for their lives in this first series through Saints Academy, trying to close things out. Little bump between Ramen and I believe Descent there. Now NECC trying to find the play. They're going to just bury that one in the corner, and if you're the Saints, 30 seconds on the clock, you're playing against the clock at this point. You want to obviously keep pressure and make sure you don't leave any exposed chinks in the armor, any holes on defense, but right now, just try to play the clock. Look at Ramen, not even really looking for a pass, just put the ball in the nose of the car and try to dribble that clock out, and now, Skate is going to be there, not going to be able to get the touch. Taka is going to be there for the follow. Now the Saints, just 11 seconds left, they should get possession here, so the Saints, maybe 1 or 2 more chances from UAH, but this game is barring on being over, and the series over as well, potentially.
Yeah, game's never over till that ball touches the ground, and now it's UAH. This is their final chance here. Can they find something before this ball touches the ground, or will the Saints be able to shut this down with a 3-0? And there it is. X trying his best to find that last tap, but it's going to be Saints Academy coming into preseason 2-1 now, coming off of a 3-0 sweep here against Alabama Huntsville Blue.
And just such an overall good team job. When you know we're calling Descent's name on defense the first game and a half, and he scores the overtime winner, and then helps out with the game winner in game 3. Everyone's doing their job so well. NECC and Ramen, the 2 veterans, such a good job in the offensive game, just being able to read the play as it's happening, make the appropriate play, and then when they get into that last minute of the game, when you know you have the lead, and off that beautiful dream kickoff goal that they got, which a little bit lucky, but you take those in Rocket League, just run the clock out, play smart ball, and don't let the other team get any way back into the game. And just a really, really good, solid performance from all 3 members today.
Yeah, and you can't argue with the results, right?
Yeah.
It was a little tough there in that last game for them, but, they made those adjustments that are needed, and Descent came in, found that goal to be able to give them the lead.
Yep.
Great opportunity from him, and great opening that he was able to capitalize on. And they shut down the series with it. It's beautiful.
And credit to UAH. That series got a little dicey as things went on. Game 1, we saw the Saints first 2.5 minutes very, very even. And then eventually the Saints kind of broke away, found a couple goals back to back, and then got tighter and tighter. And you could feel the squeeze kind of lessening on UAH as game went on. And then UAH having the lead until a minute and a half left in game 3. And the Saints just, once again, they just find some way to get it done sometimes. And UAH, you're feeling a little bit bad about that one. How many crossbars and posts? One of the balls off the right post, up into the crossbar, out into the other side of the net. Doesn't go in. The ball bounces 2 inches the other way. UAH could be looking at 2 or 3 goals, but that's why you play the game.
Yeah, the sentence doesn't necessarily sound right to me when I'm thinking about it, but that was one of the closest 3-0s I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right because you're like, it's a 3-0, it's a sweep, right? But the games themselves, very close game 2 and 3. Obviously, Saints came out very dominant in game 1 there, but they're able to close it out. We're going to be moving on to 8 p.m. Varsity Rocket League, some more NECC preseason action. 7 p.m., sorry. But we do have 8 p.m. as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I've got my times mixed up here because we're in here with some, I wasn't expecting the triple header tonight. It just threw me off. But yeah, we're going to be back in just a minute here. I'm Josh Fundy Pafundi, joined by Daniel Jobin. We will be returning with you in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere.